Hello, in this video I will show you how to remove and replace the front wheel bearing on Volkswagen Golf 4. You need to replace the wheel bearing if there is noise in it when you're spinning the wheel, or if there is play in it. In order to remove it, we need to remove the CV joint from the wheel hub. We need to remove those 3 bolts for the ball joint. We also need to remove the brake calipers and the brake disc. First, we're going to remove the wiring harness from the ABS sensor and also from the brake pad wear sensor. Next, we're going to remove the brake caliper. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. I'm going to hang the brake caliper onto a rope so that I can position it in the upper section of the car so that it's not in our way when we remove the front wheel bearing. Next, I'm going to remove the screw holding the brake disc. Next, I'm going to remove the bolt holding the CV joint to the wheel hub. Next, I'm going to remove the nut holding the tie rod end and remove the tie rod end from its place. Next is time for the twister rod to be removed, but only on the lower side, and also the 3 nuts holding the ball joint to the control arm. Now that the nuts are removed, I can remove the control arm from the ball joint and also the CV joint from the wheel hub and put it on the side. I'm going to take down the whole wheel hub assembly, so in order to do that, I'm going to remove that bolt that holds the wheel hub assembly to the shock absorber, and afterwards I can remove it. Next, I'm going to take out the wheel hub assembly from the shock absorber. You might want to hit it a few times and it should go down. If it doesn't want to go down, maybe you should put a chisel on the back and then hit it and it will come down. In my case, I've already put a chisel on. I'll show it to you how I've put it on, like that. I hammered it in, and now it's opened the space for the wheel hub to come out, and now I just hit it down and it will come out. And that's the whole wheel hub assembly out. Now I can replace the wheel bearing. So I'm going to be removing the wheel hub and the wheel bearing on a hydraulic press. First I'm going to remove the wheel hub. Make sure you get a socket or some other ring that's as big as the diameter of the wheel hub, so that you can press it down and it will come out. And that's the wheel hub out. There is one piece of the wheel bearing that's on the wheel hub that we need to remove later on, but next we're going to be removing the wheel bearing. Before removing the wheel bearing, first there is a locking pin that we need to remove, and then now we're going to remove the wheel bearing. Now that the locking pin is removed, next we're going to remove the wheel bearing again on the hydraulic press. We're going to get a ring that's as big, that can go into the hole in there but not get stuck, and we're going to press out the wheel bearing. We can see the wheel bearing is coming out. And that's the wheel bearing out. Next we're going to put on the new wheel bearing. Make sure you clean the space where the wheel bearing goes and maybe lubricate it a little bit. And now we're going to press in the wheel bearing. We're going to put a ring on the wheel bearing that's as big of diameter as the outer ring. Maybe a little bit smaller so that the ring doesn't get stuck in the wheel hub assembly. And now we're going to press it in. And that's the wheel bearing all the way in. Next we're going to put on the locking pin on the wheel bearing, and then we're going to be installing the wheel hub. Before installing the wheel hub, we need to remove this part of the wheel bearing that's on the wheel hub. I don't have the special tool to take out this wheel part of the wheel bearing, so I'm going to just cut it and then remove it. You should cut it from one side, from the other side, and it will come out eventually. Now that I've cut it from almost all sides, I'm going to just hammer it out. And it's out. Now I'm going to clean it and maybe lubricate it a little bit and put the wheel hub onto the wheel bearing. When we're putting the wheel hub onto the wheel bearing, we should put a ring onto the smaller ring of the wheel bearing. So when we press it, it's not gonna press the whole wheel bearing, it's just gonna press the inner ring, like I showed you. I'm going to put it on the small ring now, and then put the wheel hub in there. And now that everything is ready, I'm going to press in the wheel hub. And that's the wheel hub in, and everything is assembled on the wheel hub assembly, wheel bearing and wheel hub. Next, I'm going to put back the whole wheel hub assembly onto the car. In order to put the wheel hub assembly into the shock absorber, first I'm going to hammer in this chisel so that it opens where the shock absorber is sitting. I'm gonna hammer it in, and now I'm going to put it in easier. There is a mark of how it's been sitting, so you put it in exactly the same way, and then tighten the bolt, and afterwards assemble everything else in the reverse order. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.